Hello, guys. Welcome back. So, we have had an intense 24 or so hours. I'm going to just go through this. I've gone about 5 hours of sleep, if that. So, if I start slurring, you guys know I've had a couple strokes. Sometime this week, I can't remember when, Odin had me order Yule fixings. Someone asked for the Yule recipe. And I put it up and I said to Odin, I said, I really wish I could make you that. He goes, well, why can't you order all that stuff in cans and then I don't mind if you do that? And I said, well, because Allfather, that's a groceries order worth of food just to make mead. I do not mind, but we have just bought a lot of furs and a lot of tails and statuary and mead horns. All right, okay, tell you what, but that'll be I know I keep saying that. I said like that'll be it for Yule. That will be Yule, and whatever food we have around will be okay, fine, because they'll have the horns to be saluted with, and they'll have statuary and stuff like that. Okay, that that happens. That order goes insane. I get 2 cans of fruit in a box yesterday. 2 emails, email informing me the rest of my order is delayed and I can't get it because nothing is in stock. But yet some other stuff is shipped. I get 3 items in a box this morning. I get a can of fruit, a box of tea, and vanilla extract. So, okay, it'll be okay. It won't be the best meat in the world, but it'll be fine. Without telling me, they ship from the store. They didn't send me an alert or anything, so I didn't know. The store, local store, brings 10 pounds of flour and leaves it on my porch, right by all the candy, and thank the gods I didn't get a single trick-or-treater other than adults, because I can imagine that that would have been just too good a opportunity to pass up. And I said to Odin, I said, it's mighty curious how your flower arrived, but nothing else did, huh? Oh man. But the rest is for him too, because a couple bottles of fruit juice, which is not usually wise to order through the mail, at least not for me, with the I think they take this stuff to the Pittsburgh Zoo and they let the gorillas play with it first, and that's what my orders usually look like. But I was like, you know what? We'll try. We'll try. We'll see how much we get, and we'll see. We'll count every item that comes through as a blessing. Well, through an epic thunderstorm, and I mean an epic thunderstorm, some other stuff has been going on, and my days are starting to blur together. I apologize. Thor makes it clear that he wants a little statue. At first, I was afraid he wanted like a couple $100 wall plaque, and he's like, "No, I will take that little statue that you offer to me." And he had turned it down; he didn't want it, but now that he thought of it, he wants it. I'm like, okay. I go on, I order that. It's coming in Monday, the same day as his horn. I'm like, good enough for me. I see a beautiful statue of the Allfather just pop up when I'm searching for the rest of these, because I'm like, well, who else do they have? Like Freya and Freya, I knew. But, I don't think they have Njord. They might have at one time, but I don't think they have them now. And they didn't have a Loki, which was fine. They don't seem to make every god in every style they make, which is one complaint I have with this company. But, it wasn't like they were excluding Loki on purpose. Loki is in the seeded version, but, he's not in every single thing. Um, this beautiful Odin statue comes out. And it seems what a lot of companies in a certain country do is they see what's popular in heathenry or witchcraft or something, and they make something pretty close to that, but they make it all plastic, which, fine. Not everybody can afford hand carved stuff from, Sweden, then. I don't have a position on that. But I did a reverse Google image search, and I'm like, well, it is pretty close, but it's clear that it looks like they made enough differences. And to be sure, there's at least 7 or 8 different sellers that are woodcarvers on Etsy that do just about the same kind of wall hanging for the gods, that it's like a arch doorway and then the gods in it and then the name and runes and some attributes. And it felt like Odin was pushing for this. But I went and I looked it up, and there's like 7 or 8 different companies from China that sell this Odin one. And people were saying, well, it came in broken. There's no use ordering this because it's just going to come in broken. You're going to have it in pieces. And it's that new resin that when it breaks, it's like smooth as glass. You can't get it to go back together. And I said, I wouldn't care if it came in for that price if it came in broken, but if it comes in broken, I can't fix it. And I'm not sending it all the way back to China for another one. But I said, we'll think about it. Well, I go on to our, like Wicca and pagan and heathen and everything, and these statues keep popping up everywhere that this one carver made. I don't know if it was the same exact carver I was looking at today. It was lack of sleep, but it was that arch doorway style. So I'm not sure what to do. I know some pagans and heathens and witches will not order something if it's made by, made out of certain material, or it's not made by an authentic Norse person or something. I'm like, with all the other stuff they have me buy, I get what I can afford. If it's made out of plastic, it's made out of plastic. I haven't had the gods complain as of yet. Loki has a wood carving. Odin technically has a wooden carving up here with the wooden bear. Then they have their other stuff they have, but, you know, excuse me. So I think the Allfather is after me for, that statuary. And I'm dog tired, and I think you guys can tell, but yeah, we didn't get any trick-or-treaters today. And I don't know if I told you, but I made like a little goonier out of just stuff we had around the house, and I made a little shield out of stuff we went around the house. Because I went back on Amazon, I was looking at shields, and I'm like, well, it wouldn't be here fast enough for this year. But what would it have cost me if I would have ordered a shield and like a toy spear or something? And I was like, yikes. This not be cheap. And Odin's like, well, if you're going to spend that kind of money, I'm like, oh, father. There's a big difference between a $12 kid's shield that'll admittedly not be too good and $298 for a shield made out of wood with metal fittings and everything. And I said, in case you haven't, noticed, I'm neither Nordic nor a Viking. And he's like, and you could use an axe too. And where are we getting the money for this? So, he's up to his mischief is what he is, but I'm dead tired. It feels like an all Nordic household again. It feels like everyone else is vaguely here, but the Norse have jumped back up in front. And there was a strange dream that I had. I'm going to close out with this. I'm going to try. I got 2 packages in the mail. U.S. Postal Service mailing bags, those cardboard like mailing envelopes, and carved stuff. And it looked like carved wood is what it looked like. And I can't remember now if it was Odin or Thor, but I was really, really angry because I had ordered for, I guess, different gods. But these came in and it was either both for Thor or both for Odin or one of each. And it was like they had jumped in front of these other gods. Now, I don't know if it would have been Freyr and Freya or who it would have been, but it was like, we're up front. We're up front. That's what the message was. And I don't know why, but I got irrationally angry in this dream, like screaming angry. I'm like, I know Odin will always see himself as first and best in this house. So, I think I was even yelling at Odin when I was first waking up, and then I realized, that's a dream, and then I spent a couple hours apologizing to him. But, it was a strange day. And then sometimes we, even as pagans, heathens, witches, Wiccans, whatever you see yourself, we have people that I think they want to save you and they don't know how to do it because it's really something only Christians do. And there's a new flavor of rhymes with hulkish. There's a new flavor of it. I don't know what to make of it, but they claim now they're open to everyone, that we don't need the term universalist versus hulkish, that their only thing is that they want you to check out your hereditary gods first, but then they welcome anyone regardless of color or regardless of, sexuality or anything else. And they don't want people thinking that they're bad people. And this was on Reddit, an open letter from a Hulkish person. And I had a Hulkish person comment that has watched the channel, I guess, for years. I don't know. And I'm like, I don't. that's not for me. For one, I don't think that's something most Folkish people would agree with, especially the gay and the Italian part. I really don't think they'd agree, or the Pole. Um, and for two, traditionally speaking, that hasn't been how they've written. There are a lot of outstanding Ajatur and Folkish people who preach a very different form of that excludes everyone else that isn't of Northern European descent. And they're very firm on that, and you have to be straight and you have to be making babies. That's the whole thing, but it's been odd. I don't know what's going on. I mean, this must be the end times. If the Folkish people are actually opening their doors and letting everyone of every color and sexuality in, which I don't see them doing, but now they're claiming that's what they're doing. I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. It's just I think they want to rescue everyone they think looks like them, but now that I've said gay and I've said Polish and I've said Italian a couple times, I'm sure they'll stop trying to rescue me. I'm a lost cause. I don't fit. So, if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.